the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. This crowd is ready as we get set for the World Series. Game 1 is next. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. There may be no better atmosphere in all of baseball than Game 1 of the Fall Classic, Singy. Lots of excitement to get this thing started.
Yeah, and the players feel that just as much as the fans. You're down there with goosebumps, and these guys are just trying to stay in the moment. But I'll tell you, for the home team especially, it's so hard not to be emotional and hyped up with all the energy in this building right now.
And on the other side, of course, you're looking to swing home field advantage your way with an all-important opening win on the road. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go. And our pitcher tonight, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. And Singy, he's one of the most dominant arms in all of baseball.
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
Okay, all set to go. Here's a big power threat. George Springer. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. The first batter of the game leaves the yard, and the Blue Jays have the lead now. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Well, we see this so much more today. Lineups with pop in the leadoff spot, and it really puts the pitcher in a tough spot out there where he has to execute right away. You can't just get over a couple of strikes to settle in, get comfortable, because at the plate, that guy's looking to do exactly what he just did. Start the game off with a huge bang.
And now Nathan Lucas. The pitch. And that's in the dirt.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. And it's fouled away.
I think it's huge that they were able to score right away. You're playing on the road. Stakes are high. Energy in the ballpark. And you help to quiet that down a little bit.
And that's inside and a good at-bat ball 4.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch. And I tell you what, he earned that walk.
1 down. Here's the Toronto. Runner takes off. The 1-1 is fouled off. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. This one in the dirt. One run across in the frame so far here in Game 1 of the World Series. In the dirt, blocked. Popped up. Edman brings it in. 2 down. Let's check out the lineup. Here's what they came up with for Game 1 of the World Series, Singy.
Yeah, they're hoping they piece together a winner. Historically speaking, the team that wins this opening game more often than not goes on to win the World Series. Today is a day to come storming out of the gates.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Ball to strike, the pitch. And there's a foul ball.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. It's a beautiful Springer dinger here. It's now 1-0. This is the World Series on the show. And we're back. And starting this one, Kevin Gossman. What do we have on him?
4-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Throws to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Here's
the Dodgers lineup now. Singy, this righty-heavy lineup is a bit unusual against a right-handed pitcher.
Yeah, Boog, certainly bucks the old conventional wisdom, and I'm not sure I see the vision from the manager on this one. You're not exactly putting your players in the best situation to succeed when you roll out a lineup like this. Maybe they've seen something on video that tells them there's a weakness to exploit. Perhaps that's it.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. One out, base is empty. The rare K for Mookie.
Clearly looking out over the plate on that outer third, and that pitch finished.
The first baseman,
right down the middle, just a little bit in, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
Here's Freddie Freeman now. And a big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Dodgers go down quietly, still behind by a count of 1-0. Game 1 of the World Series. Now at the plate, Ernie Clement. Ball to strike. Swing and a foul straight back. Nothing like postseason baseball. There's a buzz in the air. Every pitch seems bigger. It's truly special. Lifted in the air, right center field. And it drops in. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Next to hit, Addison Barger.
There really is a different feel to the postseason. I only got 5 games of postseason action in my playing career, but I treasured each of them.
on and lifted in the air. Makes the catch for the out. One down.
Batting it, the second baseman,
Isaiah Kiner-Falefa up to the plate.
Boog, here's a note on Yamamoto. He won 3 straight Sawamura Awards, the Japanese equivalent of the Cy Young Award, and the last 3 Pacific League Most Valuable Player Awards, which is the first MVP three-peat since Ichiro Suzuki.
Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds it second with 1 gone. Here's Andres Jimenez. This one smacked out to left center. And it looks like trouble. Headed for the plate. 1 run across. Another comes in to score. It's 3-zip.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. He got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on plane with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double.
And the batter is George Springer. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 5-zip.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Nathan Lucas next up for the Blue Jays. 1 down, base is empty. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. On the ground, right side, and he handles it himself for the out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
2 down, base is empty. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 4 runs already in the frame here at the top of the second.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Pajes puts it away, and that'll do it. So it's 4 runs for him on 4 hits, no errors, and no one left on. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Blue Jays 5 and the Dodgers nothing. Back here at Chavez Ravine, bottom half of inning number 2. Stepping in, Will Smith. Game 1 of the World Series here tonight, and all he's hoping is that the success that he's had in the first couple of rounds continues.
The great thing, you're here in the World Series. Now just try to have fun. The performance has been outstanding, and why should it stop now?
How do they cool him off?
Well, they're going to be extremely careful with him. I doubt he's going to get much to hit today, but when he does, be careful because he can hit it a long way.
Next offering is downstairs. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The kick, the 3-2. On the ground, right side, Kiner-Falefa gets it to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting 5th, the center fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Next offering is down low.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Hard hit left side. Fires over to Guerrero. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2.
Batting 6th, the third baseman, Max.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the veteran third baseman, Max Muncy. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We head on down to the top of the third. It's the Blue Jays 5 and the Dodgers nothing. Top half of the third inning. Here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk.
It's been a rough start on the mound for this guy. This third inning so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. That one ripped. That's back there. And it's off the out-of-town scoreboard. The relay throw. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Yoshinobu Yamamoto is done, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching for the
They bring
Dodgers,
a young arm out of the bullpen in this spot, number 70.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Dalton Varsho now at the plate. Varsho needs just one more homer to reach 100 in the big leagues. Man at second. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Yeah, and making it to 100 homers would be quite the career accomplishment for him. Out of the more than 20,000 players to take an at-bat in the majors, less than 5% have ever hit 100 dingers. Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
1 out and a runner at second here in Game 1 of the World Series. That misses the zone, and that's ball 2. Right through there for a strike. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And that one moves his feet. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
Line drive, makes the catch, inning over. One left for Toronto as they are unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Set for the bottom of the third, digging in, Enrique Hernandez. Here comes a 3-2. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Outside, and that is ball 4. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
So up next, Andy Pajes. That clips the zone. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
That one ripped left field. That's back. It has the distance, gone. And they cut into the deficit. It's 5-2.
Things might get pretty interesting if they keep connecting on pitches like that. Got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
Now it's the Dodger leadoff hitter, Justin Dean. This to third. Throw to first in time.
Up next for the Dodgers, the shortstop, Mookie.
2 down, bases empty. Mookie Betts steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Bases empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the last half of the third. And that's in for a strike. That just misses. It's 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Next pitch is outside.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Freddie Freeman up next for the Dodgers. And that's ball 4.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Runner at first with 2 away. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. That one to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now 5-2. You're watching the World Series on the show. Back here in L.A., John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. And now 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a ground ball. Sneaks through, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the shortstop.
And now for the Jays, Andres Jimenez. And that one fouled off. Cut on and miss, struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Oh, that slider was way out of the zone. And for me, it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your 2-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss, as you did right there.
Here's George Springer. Just missed. Inside, almost got him. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
First and second, 1 out. Now it's going to be Nathan Lucas. Connor Falefa on second. Springer at first, 1 gone. And that one missing low.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch. Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
2-2 count.
Pitch misses there. 3-2 now.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone. And that'll load the bases.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. the next to hit. Check swing, called strike. Bases loaded. 1 away. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Good job to fight that one off. Comebacker could be 2. He comes home with it. What a double play that was. Inning over.
Just trying to sneak one through with the bases loaded, but an excellent job by the defense to turn that one and get out of this jam.
Ready to go.
Leading up
4
the
at the plate. Will Smith.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
That misses, and it's 2-1.
You know, these Dodgers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way. And I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Jimenez makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
Oh, that's a frustrating into the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
One down, base is empty. That one finds the zone, and that is strike two.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set him up to do more damage later in this game.
Got him swinging.
Well, when you throw the same pitch back-to-back, that's how you want to do it. Set him up in the strike zone, then extend a little bit from there and see if you can get him to chase. Nicely done with the slider right there.
Ripped on the ground to second, tosses to first. They get the out on Muncy. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing here this half. We're headed to the fifth. It's the Blue Jays 5 and the Dodgers 2. Game 1 of the World Series. Now here is Alejandro Kirk. Not even close there. 2-1. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Number 80 looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Ohtani also getting ready. Out to short. Bats up with it. Throws to first in time. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth.
The center fielder, number 5, Dalton Varsho.
So digging in, Dalton Varsho. Base is empty, one away here in game 1 of the World Series. In the air, left field, down the line, and no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. One down, base is empty. Up the middle, and that one handled. Not in time. He's safe.
Got himself in great position and couldn't have played that one any better, but just stood no chance with that great speed running down the line.
So up next, Ernie Clement. Runner on the go. There's the ball. Safe at second, and that was not close. Varsho leads off second with one gone in the inning. Inside. They're down 3-1. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
You get a walk, and you get a walk. Everyone gets a walk, Boog.
The right fielder,
Addison Barger next up for the Blue Jays.
Well, the way these two teams have battled in this game, you know you need more. Got to continue to add runs if you're going to get out of here with a win.
The 1-1. In the dirt.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that misses. And the count is even 2-2. Runners at first and second with one gone. And we're at the top of the fifth. In the air to left down the line. And that will drop foul. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Gets a piece and stays alive. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Came inside with that two-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with two strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Here is Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. That one's in there, and the count is 1-2. First and second, 2 down. Inside, and he hit him, and now the bases are loaded. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. And stepping in is the speedy Andres Jimenez. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. 2 outs. That misses. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
On the ground to first. Freeman takes it himself out to escape a bases-loaded jam unscathed. So the Blue Jays strand 3, and it remains 5-2. Bottom of the inning, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Kike Hernandez.
Kike Hernandez.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Got a little bit of a questionable call on that fastball right there. It appeared to miss off the outside just a little bit going into the electronic strike zone, but that's the type of location where you kind of have to understand that it's close enough to where you don't want to put the fate of your bat in the hands of the umpire. He did, and he got burned.
Tommy Edman at the plate. That one is absolutely belted. Up against the wall and brings it in. Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat. Ripped to third. Clement over to first. And the Dodgers are set down in order. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 5 innings complete. It's the Blue Jays 5 and the Dodgers 2. The new pitcher in the game, Shohei Ohtani.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
17. Shohei Ohtani.
And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Strike 3. It's a strikeout for Shohei. Now the number 2 hitter, Nathan Lucas. And a big swing and a miss. Movement in the bullpen, number 86. Getting loose out there. Trying it. The right-hander also getting loose. Inside ball 4.
Just missed his spot on the inside right there.
Now batting, the first baseman, Vladimir
So
Guerrero
man aboard,
Jr.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Next up for the Blue Jays. Lucas over at first with one away. And now the count is even. That one just misses. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
2 on, 1 out. Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. Outside low, and a count 2-1.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. 2 on, 2 outs. Fastball for a strike. And the count 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. 2 left on. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Blue Jays 5 and the Dodgers 2. Back here at Dodger Stadium, bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the speed threat, Justin Dean. The 1-1. That one drilled left field. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate. Yeah, that's fouled off. Runner at second, nobody out. Up the middle, Jimenez. And Betts is set down.
The first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
And here's Freddie Freeman.
Fly ball to the outfield for a sac fly. Soft ground ball to the right side. Find a hole. He can attack this a few ways, but the one thing he can't do is strike out.
Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. One away with a runner at third here in the bottom of the 6th. See ya! Strikes him out for the 2nd time today.
That's about as nasty of a split as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on. goodness. I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
And down on strikes. Make it 7 strikeouts for him. 1 left for LA. And the deficit remains 5-2.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back.
Dodgers.
We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound.
49.
Blake Trinan.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the
Leading off
score
for the
right where it
the
is.
third baseman,
And now for the Jays, Ernie Clement. And a 2-1 on the way. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
2-2 now.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. In the air, right side, Pajes. 1 away.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the right fielder,
Addison Barger getting ready to hit. He's a guy, Chris, whose highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms of the sport. 1 down, base is empty. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play, because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from a warning track if he has to.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Smith hauls it in for the out. That's out number 2.
The batter number 7, second baseman, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa.
So 2 down now, and here is Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. And that one is lifted in the air. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. Offense held in check there. Midway in inning number 7. And it's time to stretch. It's the Blue Jays 5 and the Dodgers 2. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now Teoscar Hernandez. Activity in the bullpen. Braden Fisher appears to be getting loose. Little getting cranked up as well. And now it's even up.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Ripped to short. To first, and Hernandez is out.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Muncy digs in. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Base is empty, 1 away here in the late stages of game 1. Caught him looking for the K. Here's Kike Hernandez.
Number 8, Kike Hernandez.
Ground ball up the middle. Jimenez sends it to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. They trail at 5-2.
Now pitching for
number
the
86 gets the call from the pen.
Number 86.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Andres Jimenez. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does.
Comebacker to the mound. Fires over to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
The batter, number 4. Designated
George Springer next up for the Blue Jays.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
And that's off the inside edge. And it's 2-1. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
The hitting's going to come around. He's going to figure it out. But right now, his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
Smash down the left field line. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
And next for Toronto, Nathan Lucas. The 1-1 is fouled off. This one in the air. Muncy. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Blue Jays 5 and the Dodgers 2. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Braden Fisher.
Now pitching for the Blue Jays, number 63, Braden Fisher.
And here comes Tommy Edman.
For the Dodgers, the second baseman.
It's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. And up next from Los Angeles, Andy Pajes. So far, the playoffs have not been kind to him, but tonight, a chance to start anew.
So much of this game is mental. He's just got to tell himself, I'm here. I worked hard all year. Go out, have fun, trust your ability.
You know, Singy, there are some people that say they feel more pressure actually in the league championship series than the World Series because they know this is it.
I could totally see that, because, you know, you get to the World Series, that's what your whole goal was the entire season. Then you're there can be some luck involved. So you just got to shake it off, go out there, know that this is a rare opportunity, and just play your best.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Back to the top of the order. Justin Dean will hit next. Not close with that one, and it's 2-1. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. And it remains 2-2. And there's a ball.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
And he walked him. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that
Now
at-bat.
batting,
Saw a lot of
the
pitches
shortstop,
and ends up
monkey.
drawing the wall. Very gritty.
Here's Betts.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Here comes Pages around third. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, 5-3 now.
Well, that at-bat had a lot of pressure riding on it, so really great job coming through right there. It's got to feel good. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
Substitution now at first base. Coming in as a pinch runner, Hesung Kim. Clutch situation, and here comes one of the best hitters in these spots, Freddie Freeman. And he can't come up with it. But he wins the foot race to first. Good job of knowing how much time he had there. Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Braden Fisher departs, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. So they turn to their closer, Jeff Hoffman. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Now pitching for Toronto, number 23, Jeff Hoffman.
Will Smith to the plate.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
With the go-ahead run at the plate here in Game 1 of the World Series. Inside,
Nope.
just missed.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit, it's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Battling here as he fouls it away. And that's ripped for a base hit. Runner around third. The throw home. Safe. In comes the run from second. All tied again, 5-5.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
2 outs. Runner on first. And now the center fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. The 1-1. Swung on, belted. Going back on this one. Way back there and gone. That one's got to feel good. It's 7-5. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
So 2 down. Max Muncy steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Offense exploding for 5 so far in the inning. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Right through there, got him. Inning over, although plenty of damage done. But it's a huge 5-run inning, and it gives them the lead. We're on to the 9th in Game 1. It's the Dodgers 7 and the Blue Jays 5. And here's the closer to try and finish off Game 1, Travis Ivy.
Now
Save opportunity for him
Dodgers,
right here, and he's their
number
guy.
23,
Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Ivy.
And now for the
Leading off
Jays,
the
Vladimir
future, the
Guerrero
first baseman,
Jr.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Just missed.
Well, you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
Now he breaks his bat. And they put the tag on him for the out.
Now batting, catcher Alejandro Kirk.
He's 2 outs away. Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. The 1-1. And that skips in the dirt. On the ground to the left. And foul ball. And that one hammered way back there. And foul as it bangs off the fence. And he hits a ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Hernandez settles underneath it, puts it away for the out. 2 up, 2 down.
The center fielder, number 5, Dalton.
1 out left for the Blue
Varsho.
Jays. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. Here's a 1-1. Rip towards third. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Dodgers start this World Series on the right foot as they win Game 1 here at home.